Okay, good morning to everyone. My name is Joe, and today I'm going to present on my tax 2 performance, which is the comparisons of General British versus General American accent. So, we're going to start off with the big idea, which is self-reflection enhance teachers' professional competence. So, this comparative analysis between the King's Speech and the Truman Shows highlight how awareness of accent features such as vowels, consonant, stress, intonation, and rhythms can deepen teachers' understanding of spoken English. By reflecting on these differences, teacher becomes more sensitive to how language variations influences clarity, identity, and audience perception. This process of self-reflection enhances teachers' professional competence by enabling them to model accurate pronunciations, adapt communications to diverse learners, and make informed pedagogical decisions in English language teaching. So, the objective of this analysis is to examine the differences in consonants, vowels, stress, intonation, and rhythm between General British and General American accent. For that, we will make the analysis based on two selected movies. For the General British, we will use the King's Speech, and for the General American accent, we will use the Truman Show. So this is what we're going to focus on: the consonant, vowel, stress, intonation, and rhythms. So firstly, what is an accent? An accent is the distinctive way a person pronounces words when speaking a language. It reflects how something is said rather than what is said. So, key features of an accent is firstly the pronunciation, which is the sounds. So how vowels and consonants are produced. And then we got the stress, which syllables are emphasized in words. And then we got the intonations, which is the rise and fall of the voice in sentences. And lastly, rhythms, which is the timing and flow of speech. Firstly, we're going to start with the consonant analysis. So, for General British, the consonant is non-rhotic, meaning that the R is dropped unless followed by vowel. For example, war, as seen in this clip.
For the second time in the lives of most of us, we are at war.
So, as you can clearly hear, the person said war. The R is not heard because it is dropped. And then, for the General American analysis, the consonant is rhotic, meaning that the R is clearly pronounced. For example, morning.
Good morning!
Morning! Good morning!
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah. Morning, Truman! Morning, Spencer! Hey, Pluto.
Now, as you can see, the R in morning is clearly pronounced. So this is the differences between the consonants in General British and General American accents. Next is the vowel analysis. So, For the general British, the vowels are longer, more rounded. So, for example, the word more.
Your first wartime speech. Congratulations.
I expect I shall have to do a great deal more.
So, as you can hear, the person in the clip said more, and the R is barely noticeable. And then we got for the general American analysis, it is flatter and more open and vowels. For example, got.
The V. It's one of them unpredictable. That's the thing they can't. Yep. Anything happen?
No.
Mm-hmm. We gotta get out of here. You ready to go?
No, I just can't.
Come on. Come on, Jake.
Now, as you can hear, when he said when the person said God, it sounds flatter compared to if it was said in general British accent. Moving on is the stress analysis. So, in general British, the general British accent has strong contrast in stress syllables. For example, the word enemy.
To find a peaceful way out of the differences between ourselves and those who are now our enemies. But it has been in vain.
As you can see, the general British video have a very strong first syllables, meaning that it has strong stressing in the first syllable. And now, moving on to general Americans, it is more even and slightly flatter stress.
Good morning, Truman. Hey, how are you guys? Beautiful day, isn't it?
Always.
And how's your lovely wife?
Now, as you can hear, when the character said beautiful, it sounds very even. Okay, now we move on. Okay, now we got to the intonation analysis. So, for the general British, it has a very wide pitch movements, meaning it has dramatic rise and falls.
This message, spoken with the same depth of feeling for each one of you, as if I were able to cross your threshold and speak to you myself.
Now, as you can hear, when he say, as I speak to you, there is a clear rise and fall. Now, we move to general American intonations, which is flatter and more conversational tone.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Now, as you can see from the same clip, the word good morning, the tone is also flatter and does not and sound more you sound like it was used more for conversations. It doesn't have much rise and fall compared to the general British accent. And lastly, we go to the rhythm analysis. So for the general British, it is very strong stress time rhythm, meaning it has clear pauses.
This message.
Spoken with the same depth of feeling for each one of you, as if I were able to cross your threshold and speak to you.
For myself.
As you can see, there is a very clear pauses between and speak, and then to you, and finally myself. For example, as he said, and speak to you, myself. So that is the clear pauses in the rhythms for the general British. Now, moving to general Americans, it is much smoother and more fluid in rhythms.
Good morning!
Morning. Good morning.
Oh,
As you can see, the word good morning is a lot more fluid and doesn't have much pauses.
and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
As you can see, from the good morning, and in case I don't see you, there's barely any pauses, and it was very fluid. So that is it for my analysis of between the general British and general American accent. So for now, I will make a reflections. So through conducting this comparison analysis, I became more aware of how academic English operates not only as a system of rules but also as a tool for effective and ethical communications. Analyzing authentic speech from films encouraged me to critically examine pronunciation features and justify my observation with evidence rather than relying on assumptions. This experience can support students by guiding them to observe language carefully, use accurate terminology, and present arguments with clarity and confidence. It also promotes reflective thinking, as students learn to evaluate how their language use affects meaning and professionalism, ultimately strengthening their academic reasonings and communication skills. So that is the end for my presentation. Thank you.